How many of you have ever wanted to do something, however, were unable to do it? Many children want to play a sport, but they cannot due to their disability. However, these children are able to participate successfully in their favorite sport due to the Special Olympics. In order to continue the great work of the cause, it is essential to donate towards this cause. As the number of children with disabilities coming to grow, these children need the help of the Special Olympics to achieve their dreams. Everyone in the audience either knows a child with a disability or has a connection with a disability. Therefore, every audience member can relate to this topic. Since each member of the group conducted research on the topic, we were able to discuss the history and the origin of the Special Olympics, information that the Special Olympics is a legitimate cause, justifications for donations, and success stories and events of the Special Olympics.
Hi, I'd like to talk about the history and origin of the Special Olympics, which dates back to the 1950s. Eunice Kennedy Shriver recognized the need to help children with intellectual disabilities, and she took action. This is a picture of Eunice Kennedy Shriver, and this was obtained from the SpecialOlympics.org website. Her efforts started by holding a summer camp in her own backyard for these young children with these disabilities in order to see what they can do in sports instead of focusing on what they could not do. This is a picture of Mrs. Shriver with one of the kids in the pool in her own backyard, and this is from SpecialOlympics.org. Mrs. Shriver continued her work through the 1960s, according to SpecialOlympics.org, both as a driving force behind President John F. Kennedy's White House panel on people with intellectual disabilities and as the director of the Joseph P. Kennedy Jr. Foundation. This has become what is now known as the Special Olympics. Mrs. Shriver and her husband, Sergeant Shriver, formed a powerful partnership in the development of the Special Olympics. I'd like to talk about some of the history of the Games. At Soldier Field in Chicago, Illinois, it was the first international Special Olympic Summer Games, which was held in July of 1968. In December of 1971, according to the SpecialOlympics.org, U.S. Olympics Committee gives the Special Olympics officials approval as one of the only two organizations authorized to use the name Olympics in the United States. The Special Olympics Conference was held in Nevada and Lake Tahoe, California. The first World Games that were not held in the United States, that of the fifth Special Olympics World Winter Games, which was held in March of 1993, and they were hosted in Austria. Finally, people with intellectual disabilities became certified officials during the fifth Special Olympics game in 1995. According to SpecialOlympics.org, President Nelson Mandela, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and the Special Olympic athletes gathered to light the flame of hope and kick off the largest law enforcement torch run. This was in order to gain awareness and in hopes of gaining 100,000 new Special Olympic athletes in Africa by the year 2005. The Special Olympics World Summer Games that was not held in the United States was hosted in Ireland in June of 2003 and was the largest sporting event of that year. This sporting event caught the people of Ireland's hearts and minds. Some more about the fundraising. The law enforcement torch run was started in June of 1981, which raises around $30 million every year for Special Olympics. Healthy Athletes provides health care around the world to the athletes of the Special Olympics. This provides many important free health care benefits to these athletes, such as vision and dental screening, nutrition, education, and injury prevention clinics. Another powerful moment for the athletes of the Special Olympics was when they not only made and distributed the So Get Into It kit, they did this worldwide free to teachers and students. They developed this in order to educate the young people worldwide about intellectual disabilities. According to SpecialOlympics.org, quote, the lessons highlight values of inclusion, acceptance, and respect, end quote. This Special Olympics Sport and Empowerment Act was signed by President George W. Bush on October 30th of 2004, which, quote, gives $15 million every year, end quote, SpecialOlympics.org. Some of the fundraising done through music. The Special Olympics Uniting the World theme song started in September of 1986 when the United Nations launched the International Year of Special Olympics. Bobby Schreiber was one of the producers of the Very Special Christmas benefit albums, October of 1987. The album was released worldwide with songs from the top rock and roll artists, with all of the proceeds given to the Olympics. This led to a very special Christmas from Washington, D.C., which was aired on December 17, 1998. President Clinton and First Hillary Rodham Clinton, and was hosted again for a second time in the year 2000.
The Special Olympics is in no way, shape, or form a scam of any kind. Every dollar you donate goes towards helping the athletes and their families through the training and sport competitions. It also goes towards volunteer coaches' training sessions, and to help find ways to outreach other athletes in other programs. You also get a tax deductible in return. The purpose for which the corporation is organized is to solely fulfill the mission of Special Olympics, which is to provide year-round sports training and athletic competition in a variety of Olympic-type sports for children and adults with mental retardation, giving them continuing opportunities to develop physical fitness, demonstrate courage, experience joy, and to participate in a sharing of gifts, skills, and friendships with their families and other Special Olympic athletes and in the community. To maintain and to operate and to assist their organization and other organizations of similar purpose, and to participate in such other activities that may be necessary for the organization, and to provide objects and purposes shall be conducted within the meaning of Section 501 of the Internal Revenue Code, in such manner that no part of its net earnings shall inure to the benefit or be distributed to any director, officer, or any other private person except that corporation. They also have their corporation agent's address and their name codes on the website, as well as other files that you can access, such as the Special Olympics financial, if you can see that they have the table of contents and everything else involved, and you can access that and many more other files of the Special Olympics on their website. The Special Olympics has a section of files that you can look into as well, and they have one of the Special Olympics bylaws and talks about their responsibilities, the waivers, insurance, and ethical conduct, and their expenses. The financial statement and the Internal Revenue Services form can be accessed as well. Of course, they have sponsors, or such as supporters, as the Coca-Cola Company, Finish Line, Bank of America, U.S. Volleyball Association, and hundreds more. The Special Olympics operated in 220 national and state programs in 170 countries, for example, like Africa, Europe, and others. So it's obviously not a scam. It's a pretty legitimate program. Their 5-year strategic plan is set up pretty well by advancing quality sports competitions, build more communities, connect fans and funds, develop movement leadership, and establish sustainable capabilities.
Since the Special Olympics is a worthy cause for donations, there are a variety of reasons why we should donate towards the cause. When one donates to the Special Olympics, he or she is donating to a child who has not yet had a chance to follow their dreams as an athlete. Donators have the ability to transform the lives of those still waiting for a chance to feel accepted, build confidence, and be a champion according to SpecialOlympics.org. Donations also go to expenses to uphold program activities hosted by the Special Olympics, which include but are not limited to family support, development of education materials, and recruitment. According to SpecialOlympics.org, 83% of donations are spent on sports, training, competitions, and other programs. Without the donations of the supporters, the Special Olympics, the participants would not be accomplishing their dreams. Also, the Special Olympics is the world's largest public health organization for people with intellectual disabilities. Therefore, donations go out to 220 worldwide locations and 170 countries according to SpecialOlympics.org. As you can see, here's a map that shows all the countries who donate to the Special Olympics. When a person donates to the Special Olympics, he or she has the opportunity to increase the amount donated based on their employer. Many companies will match the donations of their employees for the Special Olympics. From technology companies to supermarket banks, more companies are trying to help the Special Olympics. Some companies include, but are not limited to, Microsoft, Google, Walmart, Bank of America, and General Motors. Therefore, workers of supporting companies can increase the amount of their donations without taking away from their personal income. In addition to donating to the Special Olympics can benefit one's income, there are multiple ways to support the Special Olympics through income gifts. According to the SpecialOlympics.org, these plans produce generous gifts to the Special Olympics, while one receives income for life or a set period of time. Donations can possibly help increase one's income while serving a tax deduction. One does not only provide for the Special Olympics, but also for themselves.
Next, the Special Olympics has provided many individuals with the opportunity to become great athletes with great potential in the future. Due to the Special Olympics, many participants have become success stories, while the Special Olympics continues to make future programs for future participants. In September 2012, the Special Olympics Colorado inducted 6 people into the 2012 Hall of Fame at the Grand Hyatt Denver, according to Ryan Parker from the Denver Post. Some of the inductees included Florence Westerfelt, David Jensen, and the Project Unify School of the Year Mesa Middle School, which is pictured right here from the Mesa Middle School website. Project Unify uses sports and education programs for the youth to foster respect, dignity, and advocacy for those who have intellectual disabilities, according to the SpecialOlympicsColorado.org. Westerfeld has participated in the Special Olympics for 30 years. Jensen has won several medals in track and field as well as tennis. And Mesa Middle School has donated more than $2,600 for the Special Olympics Colorado, according to Ryan Parker from the Denver Post. Next, this is Isaiah Jones. Isaiah is from North Carolina, and he was named the 2014 Special Olympics May Athlete of the Month. According to SONC.net, Isaiah has always loved sports, and the Special Olympics has allowed him to be a participant from a very young age. His pre-kindergarten class was a part of the youth athletic program from the Special Olympics. Therefore, he was able to be part of the Special Olympics since he was 4 years old. According to SONC.net, Isaiah earned a gold medal and a silver medal in track and field in the 2013 Special Olympics NC Summer Games. From the support of the Special Olympics and his family, Isaiah is achieving his goals as an athlete from the Special Olympics. Recently, the Special Olympics created the Special Olympics Unified Sports Program. The Special Olympics has partnered with both Walt Disney Company as well as ESPN in order to come together for a 2-year global initiative program with a multi-million-dollar financial and in-kind investment, according to the SpecialOlympics.org. The program will help promote social inclusion as well as acceptance through sports. The program's goal is to register 1 million participants, which includes athletes, teammates, and coaches, by 2015. This goal is expected to be met since the Special Olympics has been so successful in the past. In conclusion, we hope that you agree that the Special Olympics is a worthy cause to donate to. After listening to the history and origin of the Special Olympics, information that proves the Special Olympics is a legitimate cause, justifications for donations, and success stories and events of the Special Olympics. It is evident that the Special Olympics is a great cause. Therefore, the next time you want to put your money or time into a worthy cause, you should think about the Special Olympics. Thank you.